But yeah, all right. Do we want to go through
let's
it?
do our top fives.
All right, let me remember who's who. So we had
number
Lucio,
5.
K,
Yeah,
or Kai, or K, I don't know. Tommy Cash, Yuval
Lucio
Raphael.
Corsi.
Yeah, I said Lucio. And JJ.
Kai, Tommy Cash, and Yuval, Raphael, and JJ. I want to say, oh man, they're all pretty different from each other, which was good.
Yeah.
You know, you had two pretty epic, whatever kind of ballad power situations here at 1 and 2, and then you had 3 and 4 were both kind of goofy. Tommy Cash being goofier than Kai, and then kind of Italy, just totally different than the rest of them. Kind of love that.
I do too.
It's a little tough to rank them because I kind of view them really nicely. I'll say this: I don't think any of them blew me away above the rest, but none of them were bad or not. We're even just okay. They were all good.
Yeah.
Just none of them blew me away above all else. I might just stick with number 1 just due to the vocal performance at number 1.
Vocals and the visual was really
and the visual
great.
was really good still.
So, yeah, let's do it all round. Then we can do
like
visual,
specifics.
And then we can do specifics.
So I'm going to
like
go with performance.
Yeah.
It's got to be JJ.
Yeah, I think I agree. This
the
one
singing was crazy.
The all-round performance and the visual combined. I think I would keep this one at number 1. My number 2 for just like all around, I guess Tommy Cash.
I kind of want to go with Sweden. I love the flames. I love that stage at the end. And you know what? I think that song was the most fun.
Oh yeah.
Of all 5 songs.
I don't know, Espresso Macchiato, Joe. It's pretty fun.
The song didn't catch with me the same way.
I know what you mean.
The Bada Bada Bastu was.
It wasn't
Bada Bada Bastu. That was fun. It was a fun song, and I kind of enjoyed listening to it a little bit more.
So Joe's number 2 is Sweden. My number 2 is Tommy Cash.
Okay.
My number 3.
I think my number 3 is gonna be
Lucio.
Italy.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
My number 3 is Lucio.
And I mean, Tommy Cash, it's you know what, and it's a bummer for number 2 for Israel, because the reason why I probably would put it number 5 and Tommy Cash number 4
is because of the song.
Is because it just didn't. I don't know. It just seemed a little too typical. I mean, it didn't wow in a very special way. It probably had. It might have had. It had one of the best visuals, stage visuals. Like it's probably it might be number 2 for that.
I think it's at least number 2. It could even be number 1 for visual.
It looked really good. Yeah.
Visual, it could be number 1. But yeah, I think number 4 for me is probably the Barabastu, and then number 5 would be Yuval Raphael.
New Day Will Rise.
New Day Will Rise for all around. But yeah, as far as visual goes, it might be Yuval Raphael for number 1 for visual.
Yeah.
And then
like stage production.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was really satisfying to look at, and I love the way they used most of it. If you're just going to do stage production, I think it's probably that to me, or Bada Bada Vastu. I think I like that it was fun. I know Mike had issues with not enough trees, and then at the end when they opened up, I love the flames, and when they opened up to everything on the stage, it looked really. It was a cool little switch up.
I agree with all that. I think it was a really great and fun performance. There's this one tiny moment, not tiny, but one short moment to really seal the deal, and they just didn't like wrap that final piece up for me.
You're saying Sweden?
The Sweden one.
Yeah.
Whereas like when you think of other absurdist performances like Windows 95 Man, it's like that was wild and crazy, but until what was it, the huge cut off jean shorts from the sky?
Yeah, and then shooting the sparklers.
There's that final moment where like, oh fuck, this is awesome.
Yeah,
you know,
like that's
Bada Bada Bastu was fun the whole way through, but it never hit that like, holy shit, that was sick.
I would argue Bada Bada Bastu and
Tommy Cash.
Yeah, espresso macchiato.
Just didn't.
It didn't have that
thing.
last, it didn't have the full on cha cha cha. It didn't have the full on. I mean, and if you're gonna go funny, for us, that's what we want. I know Windows 95 Man was absurd and it was insane and that was ridiculous. And I think a lot of people were just like, I don't get it.
Oh,
and
man.
that's fine.
I got it.
And I understand that you don't get it. But with Tommy Cash, and I don't think Bada Bada Bastu was going nearly as ridiculous as Tommy Cash's Espresso Macchiato. They weren't going as goofy, I assume. It was a little goofy, but it wasn't going as goofy.
It's more grounded.
But if you are going to go that goofy, yeah, it does. I would really love just kind of an insane reveal or something that just it makes your heart jump.
Yeah.
Like when Cha 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 opens up and he does the cha cha cha, just the not even that, the freaking chorus da 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 da.
Oh yeah.
Da, 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 da. That melody and everything just hit oh, that was so freaking good. I love that. And I don't even remember the Windows 95 Man song at all. I just remember those jean shorts coming down, him putting on and then shooting sparklers out of it. That was just that's what I mean. I want that thing that just that's it. That's what it is. If you're going to be silly, be freaking, make it hilarious and that's just how I feel about it. So the funny wise, it just didn't land as big as I would have liked. He had those sick dance moves. Those were great.
Yeah, Tommy Cash's moves were pretty fun. Pretty good.
But anyway, so I think, okay, so.
But favorite song, Joe?
Favorite song.
Just for the song's sake, I might go Italy.
Yeah, 100%.
I
it's
just think
100% Italy.
It's just a good song.
If we're going just song, I think I'm going Italy and then Sweden. Just
really?
song. I love the chorus. It's super catchy. It's fun.
Oh man. Okay.
That's what I'm feeling. And then
Joe,
probably
you're open to your own
and then probably Wasted Love. But Wasted Love for me, a lot more is just the singing.
Yeah. Right.
And I would say, and the same thing with Israel, with Yuval, or New Day Will Come. I was the singing is excellent for the most part.
Yeah.
I mean, the chorus is really awesome, and it's really great. I think Espresso Macchiato is my least favorite song.
Joe.
Sorry. Maybe it's and that's the other thing. You got to remember, these are single listens, and maybe Bada Bada Bastu is getting a little bit too much love here because I heard it before.
Oh yeah.
And I kind of have a connection to it, but Espresso Macchiato, it just
you're not a coffee man.
It didn't grab me.
Yeah.
The song didn't grab me.
Yeah, to be fair, I can't really remember how it goes either.
That's what makes it tough. And that's what's so funny is when you listen to a song one time and if you can't really remember how it goes, it's kind of difficult to make a call on whether it was great. Although I'm having trouble with Italy remembering how the Italian one goes.
Not a clue.
But it was really nice.
I remember loving it.
I remember thinking this is really nice the whole time.
I was like, yeah.
This is what's funny about this.
Nice.
This is the nature of just doing this reaction channel and just being you got to remember that we're hearing a thing one time and then trying to give our opinions on it. And a lot of times you start to forget what actually happened in that song.
Yeah.
And right now, there's only 3 songs that I'm slowly losing Israel. I'm slowly losing New Day Will Come in my mind. I'm not really remembering exactly how that song goes. I remember Wasted Love and Bada Bada Bastu right now. And I heard those songs before we did this week's reaction, so that's not really fair.
Yeah, there's some bias here. But let us know what you thought in the comments, what your top 5 was from the winners.
Yeah.
And what we're going to do next is gather up votes from our Patreon viewers who love Eurovision. Everyone's going to vote. And we're going to gather up all those votes for everyone's top 5, excluding these that we just watched. So that's a fresh set. So we're not doing any repeats. So we're going to do another 5 from this grand final 2025.
Yes. You know what's funny about this too?
What?
I mean, like I said, I'm a little it's tough when one doesn't just jump out and just hit you in the face. And I do feel a little bit about that on all 5 of these, but they were all B+. The range is not number 5 to number 1 is tight.
Yeah, it's very
They're
tight.
all very enjoyable. They all had quality. Like I want to say there's probably a quality in every single one of these that would have made them number one. Like if you made 5 different categories, you could be like best singer, Wasted Love, best stage production, New Day Will Come or New Day Will Rise, funniest, Espresso Macchiato, catchiest, Bada Bada Bastu, and then like overall song, Lucio, Italy.
They all hit their mark in their own way.
Yeah, which is really fun.
They all
'Cause then it makes
excelled,
judging it so like it makes it so rich. To like, there's so many different things
And
to
it's
think
subjective.
about.
It's like, how do you feel today? I don't know. I'm feeling like silly, or I'm feeling very serious, or I'm feeling like heartbroken.
Yeah.
Depending on what,
Also, the order that we watched them in. You know,
True.
what if these
That
were just in
affects it.
different? What if we didn't? What if we
Didn't know.
That would
Random.
be. Oh, damn it! We
Because
should have done that. Now that I'm thinking about it, we should have had a viewer. Like, we're not going to look it up. Have a viewer send us the top 5 in a random order.
Yeah.
And then we watch them, and then we try to guess what the order is.
Right.
And we tell them we could do both. We could guess what the order is and say our order, which could be 2 different things. We could make an assumption of what people would have thought.
Yeah.
And we could have made a guess on what, and then obviously said what we thought. Dang, that would have been really cool.
Yeah. Well, we'll do it next year.
Definitely.
All right. See y'all later.
Bye-bye.